Cool. Welcome to the first call in lockdown for us. You may have had some calls with your upline, you may have had some business team calls. This is our first one, so we thought we'd make it a bit fun, as well as hopefully giving you some good tips as well. So it's lovely to see you all, really, really lovely. And we really hope you're all okay and you're not feeling too stressed out, or, you know, life's changed quite a lot since we last spoke. It's quite mad, isn't it, how it can change so quickly. But there's been, you know, lots of good stuff that comes out of this as well. So it's definitely a perspective thing too. But it's really lovely to see you, and we really hope you're doing well, emotionally and physically.
Mm-hmm. We really want to make this team call a positive one. So we're not really going to, everyone knows the negative sides of what's going on at the moment, and we don't want to dwell on that. No. So we hope you're not, when we talk, we're not being flippant, but we're going to concentrate on the positive sides of what we have, and that's what we're going to be discussing tonight. So please understand that. So just a couple of announcements, some cool things going on. US leadership is, first of all, I just wanted to thank our lovely assistant, Andy Boswell, who is helping us co-host due to some experiences with Zoom that he's had lately.
He is, the lovely Andy.
Which we won't go into details. If you want to know more, message him.
Nice smile, Andy.
He'll share it with you. Zoom is putting you into now. There's some added security system features, and one of the features is at the moment that before you can get on to a Zoom call, you'll be put into a waiting room when the host will have to admit you in, and that's because of something called Zoom bombing, where some random people love to go on and Zoom bomb.
I've been Zoom bombed. Has anyone else been Zoom bombed? I have been Zoom bombed. Not recently, but when I first started using Zoom, and it wasn't a good Zoom bomb, so I'm not going to go into it here.
It happened at the yoga, that on the UK and Ireland live yoga, it happened.
Did it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat what was written, but yeah, some awful things were written, and then they had to sort of stop the live stream and then start it back up again afterwards.
Oh, okay. So we're welcoming added security on Zoom.
So yeah, they did enable passwords, but they've disabled that now. But you can use passwords. That's there. It was a feature that they made you do, but now it's not there. So you can enable passwords if you want to. And we'll see how this works. We may end up going there. But Andy's on security.
Yeah.
So Andy, kick those trolls off. All
security guard, well, Andy. Brilliant.
So thank you for Andy helping us there. We have a couple of announcements. So US leadership is online from the 15th of April. We don't have access to that at the moment. So hopefully over the next couple of, because it's a US and Canada one only. And so hopefully when we do, if we get access, we will share some links. And if anyone finds a way to see the links, then let us know.
You have to sign up to the 15th of April.
I think it's only for you. That's what Jared said, only for Europe and Canada.
Okay.
Canada. US and Canada.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get it, but we'll see.
Okay.
doTERRA online. So for the UK, the tour is still happening, and you can see it on the Bloom Facebook page. There's lots of stuff going on, like the yoga, lots of different people talking on emotions and different things, continued education. And
so there's the business stuff going on the Bloom group, and there's also customer stuff as well in the customer group.
In both groups.
There's lots of stuff. So keep your eyes on both, and let your customers know as well, because they're really good.
We've got an exciting announcement that convention is going to be online. I mean, that was probably a no-brainer. So that's going to be online. It's going to be roughly a similar time as the convention was going to be, which is about the 5th, 6th and 7th of May. So it'll be around that time. There may be some content that comes out after that, because they're trying to get the executives down to video it and get all that stuff into place. So they're just working that all out now. The cost, they're not sure of at the moment, but hopefully if you've already bought tickets, it will be free still. It's what they're trying for, but they're seeing what they can do about that. The software to do all this might cost quite a bit, so they're having a look at that, is what they're saying. But it'll be nominal if they do charge for it. So if you have a ticket, you probably will get it free. If you don't, then it'll probably be 20, 30 quid. All All right.
And it's actually brilliant this way because loads more people will be able to come, and people that wouldn't normally have travelled to Rome,
Yeah.
like on your new business people even, that couldn't make that investment will be able to go to this. So I strongly recommend, you know, giving this invite out to everybody.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Lesbos needs your help.
Yeah.
At the moment in Lesbos, if you know what Lesbos is, do you want to just quickly explain what Lesbos
Yeah,
is?
so there's a huge refugee camp in Lesbos, one of the Greek islands. And I went a couple of years ago now. I can't believe it's been so long. And actually when I went, this Camp Moira, which is the main camp, I think the other camps have actually been shut down, I think, was at maximum capacity anyway. It was 10,000 people in this camp. And now it's over 20,000 people. We spoke to Roger Ducey the other day, and he was saying that a lot of volunteers have had to go home because of the coronavirus. Are they all home? Okay, they're all home now. So the situation is just dire. You can imagine they've got the coronavirus in the camp, 20,000 plus people crammed into a small space. Obviously, it's not very hygienic. Most of these people are 18 and under. So it's just a horrible thought, isn't it? So whatever we can do, really. At the moment, the cycle team who were raising money for the Healing Hands, and all of the funds are going to go to Lesbos, they're still going ahead. So if you didn't see the call the other day, then you can watch that recording. We did share it on our group on Silver Blossom. They're still going ahead. So please donate money towards that if you can, whatever you can. Share it with people that aren't even in doTERRA. You know, this is something that is, you know, something that we get to do to help others in this really
100% of the money goes towards the people too. None of it goes towards any administration or anything. It goes all to Lesbos. So your help is appreciated.
Yeah.
Friday fun with kids.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about
Fun
that?
Fridays. Yes. So we started these up 2 Fridays ago. We've had 2 sessions so far. The first Friday we made some healthy chocolate and nettle tea. And this is all kind of run by the kids mainly. We're trying to just create some fun for kids in this time. So please, you know, invite anyone who's got kids onto this call. It's 2 o'clock on Fridays on Silver Blossom. And this week, Vanessa and Scarlett are going to be running it. So Scarlett will be mainly featuring, and I think they're going to make banana bread. So we'll post that on our group and let you know what you need to try and get for ingredients if you can.
Vanessa's a UK Diamond and Scarlett is her daughter. Then we're starting up something really amazing.
Amazing. This is very exciting.
Lunch
Come and watch us eat lunch.
with Nathan Becks, Thursdays at 12. Tune in.
Yeah. They were not going to start this Thursday. We're starting Thursday coming. Week on Thursday. So basically, we just thought, you know, as we're all shut in our houses,
we're really bored.
Then, yeah, we'd like to see some people. Yeah, so it might not be both of us, but one of us, and definitely sometimes both of us, and just come and have a chat. So it's a
ask any questions.
Yeah, ask any questions to each other as well. We can kind of share ideas, brainstorm, keep each other from going insane.
Want us to look at your tree or whatever it is, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Want a bit of advice? Happy to do that. So that's next Thursday, starting next Thursday at 12 o'clock.
Yes.
In midday, not in the evening.
Yeah.
Although I'm probably still up. Rebecca won't be.
Wow.
Although lately you've been pretty.
I've been pretty late
too. Pretty late. Yeah. All right. And then doing the Power 3 call this Thursday. So I will be running that at 8 o'clock this Thursday. And it's for people that have never or are struggling to hit their first level Power 3. And people that have never or struggling to hit their second level Power 3. And if anyone else wants to come on and see how to make things easier, I will talk to you about it there. Okay, so that's a call. Be on Silver Blossom at 8 o'clock this Thursday. I'm looking forward to doing that. Love that stuff. You've got to click on it. That's the problem with technology. There you go. Oh, me. So news from corporate. So just exciting. We had a Blue and Presidential Diamond call the other day, and March was the biggest March. So last month was the biggest March we've ever had in Europe. It was our second biggest month ever, and that was without BOGOs. So the biggest month Europe's ever done, and the UK, was last October, and we were just 5% behind that last month in March, and that was with BOGOs in October. So last month was very good. This month is probably going to be bigger. Okay, so make the most of this month. It's going to be a great month. I know that we're going to talk a little bit about, well, actually we'll talk about that now. I know that it can seem scary at the moment, a bit unsure of people going to have any money to spend on doTERRA. Well, the trends are showing that people are using doTERRA, they need it. And actually the very first day of this month was the biggest day doTERRA Europe has ever had, by double. All right. So the day that they did was just massive. So because of that day, they've almost sold out of eucalyptus, because that was their biggest product of the month ever. And so and I'm going to talk about out of stocks in a second, but eucalyptus is out of stock except for product of the month. So anybody doing their product of the month will receive a eucalyptus, and anybody that has it in their LRP will receive a eucalyptus, and any kits, anybody that buys a kit with eucalyptus in it, which is pretty much the heavy oil kit, right? Will get the eucalyptus in it. So they do have stock of eucalyptus, but they're limiting it because they have limited stock of it, and they think that there's going to be a lot of people that need it for the product of the month. All right. All the doTERRA employees are working from home, and it's been their third week, and it's working really well. So there's no need to worry about that. Diamond Club is very exciting. There were over 5,000 enrollments from Diamond Club last month. And this, by percentage wise, because there's a lot more people doing it in America than there are in Europe. But in terms of percentages, this is way better. What Europe are doing is way better than the US Diamond Club. So well done to all those Diamond Clubbers out there. You're doing great. And the UK is up 32% so far this month from where it was in April last year. So the trend is going up that way, quite big. Take what you want from this, but 6 days and we're almost through the inventory. Sorry, we're almost halfway through the inventory of the floral kits. Okay.
So quickly buy them.
Oh, no, you're not allowed to say that. Don't say that. Illegal. Okay. I did not bet that with you. The UK had its second biggest month ever. Oh, we did that one ever. Yeah, we've done that one already. Sorry, move on. And in terms of if anybody's worried about doTERRA not fulfilling their obligations, or in terms of like not fulfilling obligations, that's not the right word. If anyone's just worried about doTERRA, okay, David Sterling has reassured us, number one, that they have years of stock of essential oils. Okay, now these out of stocks are happening because we simply cannot transport them fast enough from the US warehouse over to where they're needed, so over to here. So we're going out of stock of like On Guard because it's being used in unprecedented rates. They've got it sitting on the platform in Salt Lake City, and we're waiting for airplanes. So, but some of the On Guard and some of these products are actually in the air right now. Some of them are in customs. We're just waiting for them to come. So it's not really a doTERRA issue. Well, it's not a doTERRA issue at all. This is a transport issue, a worldwide issue. So just so you are aware that doTERRA are fully prepared for this, but there's nothing they can do about the transport. So just a few of the out of stocks. Eucalyptus is now out of stock for individual sale, but it's still available for everything else. Serenity Linen Mist is sold out. Now that was a massive error in terms of they did not expect that demand and it's gone. So that's not available now. And Melaleuca is only 1 per account. They obviously have stock of Melaleuca, but because everyone's buying it, it's that they are limiting it to make sure that they have enough for everybody. And obviously they have more coming, but they just don't know when it's going to get here. Air is 2 per account because everybody's putting it on their LRP right now. On Guard mouthwash has actually gone up. So you used to only be able to, and the toothpaste, 1 per account. Now it's 2 per account. Okay, they have enough of that. But all other On Guard products that are available still are still 1 per account. They have plenty of On Guard, but it's still only 1 per account because it's being bought like crazy. If you want to know all the other out of stocks or anything like that, which is the biggest we've ever had or known in doTERRA, because doTERRA are very good at out of stocks, But also remember this, compared to the inventory that doTERRA has, this isn't that big. But you can check it out on doTERRAeveryday.eu operations. Sorry?
The imagery.
No, the out of stocks. So there's more out of stocks than
Yeah.
this. So they're all on there. So you can check it out and it's up to date. So it will tell you if you're unsure what's out of stock or what it is, go check it out on there and you can see up to date list. Compliance. So compliance. So we're not really going to go massively into this, but just wanted to just double check with you just to make sure. Do not use the words COVID-19, coronavirus, virus in any social media posts which have any links that you're putting any links to doTERRA or their products. So if you've got On Guard in there and then you hashtag virus or hashtag or put corona in there, don't do that. Be careful how you share online. Anything that is public, you must be very careful with, okay? And there's other things you need to have a look at as well. Don't be too daunted by it. It's just, the reason is because it's to protect doTERRA, okay? Anything that, if we flout the laws or wellness advocates flout the laws at all, right now, and in the future as well, we need to be careful. People might use it to try and bring doTERRA down, or doTERRA UK down, for instance, which happened with the FDA in America. They were flagged and for wellness advocates putting out stuff about Ebola at the time. And doTERRA worked very well with FDA and made sure they took it all down, okay? But we're just trying to preempt it because right now the authorities will be looking for this. And it's something that they will, might bring some joy to some people to try and halt doTERRA's progress a little bit. So just be very careful. This is to protect doTERRA and to protect our oils. And to be honest with you, you do not need to say those things to get more sales. It won't help, okay? Or might help a tiny bit. But you don't need to say those things. You can be clever about how you word things, or you can just post about On Guard being great and be compliant with it to help. That makes sense? So just be vigilant in what you say online. So we've got the Precious Petals, which is a great one. This is it's not really an offer, but it's a special offer for this month and while stocks last. We've got the herbal teas. We've got the 50/50 promotion, which is extended until the 15th of the month. Eucalyptus is the product of the month, which is out of stock except for product of the month, and ginger is 10% off. Okay, so those are the products we have. Just want to congratulate all of our top enrollers last month. Well done. To all of you guys, to Adele.
It's amazing.
To Patricia. To
It's
Nicola, to Rochelle, Sally, Hannah, Nikki, Emily, Sarah, Catherine, Ali and Seb, Emma, Liz and Victoria. Well done for getting over 10 enrollments.
amazing.
And Adele, it is really good to see you back on top. All right. About, what was it, 3 years ago? Adele, I think every month for a solid year was above 20. Well done, Adele. And this is in Italy right now, so well done, Adele. Rank advancements to elite last month, so well done to Francis, Shona, Debbie, Philip, Olympia, Sonia, Sam, Vina, Charlotte, Laura, Veronica, Claire, Peter, Michelle, Mary, Neva, and Nicola. Congratulations, guys, on hitting elite last month.
It's amazing work.
And to our premiers, well done to Victoria, to Joanne, and to Hannah. Congratulations, guys. And also, just wanted to mention Hannah. Hannah actually double ranked last month. She had, I think the month for February, about 1,600 volume, and she went to about 6.9 roughly last month. So she double ranked from elite to premier last month. So extra congratulations to Hannah. Well done, Hannah. And then to our new silvers, to Rebecca, to Jean, and to Amy. Congratulations on making silver last month, guys.
Well done.
And then finally to our new platinum.
Woo!
Woohoo!
It's amazing.
Congratulations, Debbie.
Look, she's outside.
Yeah,
that's what you get to do when you hit a rank. You get to go outside and have a drink.
in your hotel.
On your porch.
So congratulations, Debbie. I don't know if you're on the call, Debbie. If you are, give us a wave.
Platinum's incredible.
She might not be.
She might be. Well, if she waves, you won't see.
Oh, well, say hello.
You have to speak. Well done, Debbie. It's amazing. Well done, everyone, for ranking. It's nice to have lots of positive things going on.
I'll the chat up and you can start if you want.
Okay. Well, let's leave this because is that right?
Oh, yeah, that's in your way, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So, as we said at the beginning, we're going to focus on, positives and everything at the moment. And, it's at times like this when actually you do get to ponder on different things. And I feel at this time, it's been a great time to pause life a little bit. Life's been simplified. I think we've got used to life being quite busy and hectic, and we're always rushing from one place to another. Not often time to really think about what we want, or also to spend time with those that we really love and to think about those that we really care about. And so, this kind of time is, I thought when I was going for my half-an-hour walk the other day, I was thinking it's such a time when we can really be more in line with what doTERRA's mission is as well. We're so lucky and fortunate to be in a job which is still able to be carried on. That's the massive thing, isn't it? That we can carry on doing what we've been doing, just maybe have to change things a little bit. But we get to really focus on helping others. And, there's so many people that are not fortunate like us at the moment, financially. They could be really stressed about their jobs as well. And but also people around us are perhaps fearful. There's lots of people that we can help to feel more peaceful and to reach out not only with the oils but with our own love, and just there's many ways we can use our time right now to reach out to others, and by doing that will help us to feel more peaceful as well and not focus on the negatives. And if we're feeling slightly anxious, then if we look out to others and think about how we can help those in our community, think about friends, just getting in touch with people. There's lots of old people that perhaps don't have anyone to speak to. So, joining up to the local community group. In every town, there's a community group that you can join, and you can find out what you can do in your area. So there's so many ways that we can really look outwards and help others at the moment. And these were just some quotes that I came across that I thought were really lovely and really uplifting. And it's all about lifting others. And, the one thing about this whole pandemic is that we're all in this together, and it feels very unified. And that's lovely as well, to feel, that we can really lift each other. And as we lift each other, then we lift ourselves as well. So, if we're feeling not in that peaceful place, then we know there's lots of things we can do to help with that. So I want to just give a few tips as well about, physically and a bit of emotional stuff as well. But 5 things that weaken our immune system are these. Okay, and there's some things we can't do anything about. Oh, one phone as well.
Sorry about
that. So yes, your length of life, that obviously you can't do anything about, but you can really help with things by eating healthily and doing exercise and working on your emotional state of mind as well. So some self-care during these times. These are some of the things that I really recommend spending time doing. So staying active, going outside in nature. I mean, gosh, it's been so lovely and sunshiny. Staying in contact. So if you are feeling lonely, definitely come on and have lunch with us on Thursdays.
Someone asked, what are we eating?
What are we eating?
Yeah.
Why not? Should I show what I'm eating?
Well, that might put people off. What are you going to eat?
So healthy foods. Healthy food, basically. So lots of vitamin C is a really good one. And in fact, liposomal vitamin C, I don't know if you've heard of that. My great friend Vanessa, who I mentioned earlier, she told me about liposomal vitamin C. I didn't realize that normal vitamin C your body can't really assimilate. So if lots of these things out there, you're taking supplements that your body can't absorb, whereas liposomal vitamin C is the one you should get, and that's supposed to be very, very good at helping with viruses and such like. But yes, trying to eat more healthy at this time, okay? Trying to keep your physical body healthier, to boost your immune system and also your mental health as well. Stay in contact with people, feed your positivity. So I really, really strongly recommend trying not to get sucked into the news. Like, we've gone through that, you know, it can be quite addictive, and there's a lot of fear mongering going on in the news at the moment, and you want to try and stay positive. So try and avoid too much negativity. And social media as well can really suck you in. There's a lot of different theories and lots of different things going out there.
And they're all true.
And yeah, some are true, a little bit of truth. So just be aware of what you're giving, what you're feeding your mind at the moment, because that's going to make a big impact on your physical and mental well-being. And it has been shown to lower your immune system. Acknowledge and distract. We can acknowledge what's going on, right? And be responsible, of course. Trying to hold my hand, that's nice. Thanks, baby. But distract yourself in this time. So, you know, maybe like start a new hobby. I've just got a guitar and I'm going to learn to play the guitar finally. You know, things like that. In
an isolated room.
Nice. And really annoy all my family.
No, I bet you'll be great at it.
But, you know, we went foraging the other day as a family. So just things like this. There's lots of things that you can do, and learning, you know, it's been quite interesting. We've got into
on our one daily walk of exercise
for half an hour.
We're
learning what plants you can eat around you, which is quite cool. You know, we don't want to queue up at Tesco's for 2 hours. And then focus on the things you can control. So rather than focus on the things you can't. So just some, you know, tips here that you might just want to do. Try not to spend too much money at the moment. All these things. Eat healthy, we kind of mentioned that. We've got a wonderful natural medicine store, which is perfect. And boosting your immune system. So looking at your toxic load. So what's your environment like? You know, are you using bleach tons? Are you scrubbing your toilets now you're at home all the time? You know, try and reduce your toxic load and use natural cleaners and diffuse lemon. So these are the doTERRA products that I'm recommending our customers kind of focus on at the moment, for obvious reasons, not on guard, for well-being, for supporting their health and immune system, exactly, and for overall well-being. So On Guard is brilliant. You know, that's going to be very immune boosting. So diffusing that constantly, taking lemon every day to get rid of those toxins, balance to help to calm, to avoid stress and just ground you. Wild Orange to elevate your mood. Terrazyme is a really good one, and one you might not think of doing right now. But actually, if you can support your digestive system as well, then your body can do a better job at fighting other things, right? So you want to support your digestive system. GX Assist soft gels so far are not out of stock.
No limits on them either.
They have no limits, so stock up on them, but we don't get too many.
Then there'll be limits.
Leave them to some other people.
Be like toilet roll.
So they're really good. They're like the On Guard soft gels. They've got some really powerful oils in there that can boost your immune system and help to protect you as well, even when you are getting sick. And then, of course, Air and Thyme. Thyme is a really good oil to have at the moment on hand in case you do have any respiratory conditions that come your way. And, of course, make sure you have a diffuser. So here's a recipe for a hand sanitizer.
Oh, we miss that, don't we?
We do miss that. We do, but it's not terrible. It's not disastrous. Oh, there's Heath. Do you mind grabbing Heath?
Oh, child.
He's just waking up. Yeah. And so here's a recipe, just in case you haven't seen one already. Now, the research I did, because some are going around with aloe vera gel in them, and actually it's better not to have aloe vera gel if you're going to be using essential oils, because it prevents the complete absorption of the essential oils. So they don't completely dissolve in the alcohol if you add aloe vera gel. So we recommend not having aloe vera gel in a homemade hand sanitizer if you're using doTERRA's essential oils. So keep to that recipe. It's very simple. So just making sure there's at least 64% of alcohol. Anything less than 60% isn't going to be very effective. So you need about 64% is what the On Guard sanitizer has in it. So that's what we'd recommend. And this recipe would give you that. And then here's a hand soap recipe for all of you that really are desperate to get some healthy, natural hand soap, because of course that's run out as well. So this is something that you can make. So you can take a screenshot. I like to feed him. I can feed him when we're doing the quiz. Okay, so here are some lockdown business tips as well we've got here. So we've always said not to spend time making materials and things. Well, now is actually a good time to perhaps create some nice invites, work on your materials a bit, work on your newsletters, things that you can do while you're at home. But there's lots of other things as well that you can do. So if you are a new builder that's just getting started, you have lots of time now to research. You don't need to go overboard on this. And again, balance your time with all the other activities we're suggesting and ones that you might have come up with your upline as well. But you do have time to research the oils in the business. And that helps to, you know, keep you motivated and excited about this business and give you confidence when you're sharing. Do your 100 lists, so write down all those names and actually try to do 200. And then you can rank and do a strategy for the first, 20 people that you rank. So those top 20 people that come out on your list that you want to start sharing with first, do a strategy. And, there's so many ways you can share whilst you're in your home. You can contact them via phone, you could email them, you can send them some material, you can send them ebooks from the doTERRA site. They're really good. I love their ebooks, and you don't need to worry about them being compliant. So if they're going to be sharing them with others, then that's a good thing to share. On Facebook, please don't blast your Facebooks. We've always spoken about that. You don't want to overdo it on Facebook and annoy everybody. And you do need to be really sensitive that you're not looking like an opportunist at the moment and using this opportunity to sell. So you want to come across still very caring. So just be careful as you're sharing, but people do need essential oils right now. They really need them. So as Nathan said, don't mention those buzzwords in the posts. But what I would do is create a group. If you haven't already, this is perfect time to do it, and to invite those people from your Facebook group onto that group and then educate them and help them to know how to protect themselves and boost their immune system. That's what you want to focus on at the moment. And what I've been working on is doing like a mini class. So rather than doing your whole intro class right now, people are after certain things at the moment. So you want to focus on that and perhaps do just a mini class and directing them to perhaps a few products. So people also are being cautious with their money. So new people purchasing the oils might just want to get a few of the key products that are going to help them at the moment, right? So you can talk about those in your mini class. Sending samples to the post, that's great. It's a really lovely gift to give people at the moment. And certainly if you're going to do an online one-on-one with them, it's so much more powerful if you can send them some samples beforehand. So those are the 3 that I'd recommend if you're going to send them, but you might want to send a little on guard as well if you want to. The thing you don't want to do is to send too many samples where it's going to stop them from buying their own oils, because that's what they really need to be able to make a bigger difference to their immune system. Once you're in that group, you've got this group, or you can send these videos individually as well, but create some little mini videos of how you're using the oils, just really simple stuff. Or you could make a little info and make a little info sheet for people to see how to use the oils to protect themselves. So that's something else you could do while in lockdown. I think we covered this. Gift, you could gift people with a mini Protect Yourself pack. So, it can have like a little On Garden, little Balance, little Wild Orange. Maybe you can make up a hand sanitizer, and that can come with an instruction sheet and a video of how to use them. And that can lead on to other things. So these are, so many different things you can do. You can share the recipes of the hand sanitizer and the soap. And then finally, after all this, you can prepare for when you can come out and mix in the community again, and really make a plan of how you're going to go and find people when you can come out. So having that plan almost set up for the whole year, so you can then come out and you're like ready to go and have your materials ready. So there's so much you can do. Now, for someone that's already established in this business, you can do most of those things that a new builder will be doing, but you can also do some extra things as well. So this is a really good time to do those customer service calls that, you know, we always think we're going to do, but we can't quite get around to it. Whereas now you can go through literally everyone on your list and call them, check in with them and just check that they're doing okay. And, you know, a real kind of considerate, caring call. And again, you can invite them to a mini class. So they've probably forgotten perhaps how to use some of these oils and some of the information that you originally shared with them. So it's a great time to refresh their memory and to do that for them. You can send gift packs as well to those who have stopped ordering. So it's kind of an incentive to go back onto LRP or to just remind them of what these oils can do. And especially at the moment, most people are being a lot more receptive to natural medicine. Invite those customers to your Facebook groups. If you haven't done your Facebook group, again, as established builder, then that's something you can do, and do your small videos. Take time to kind of brand yourself as well. You know, Hayley Hobson, she's a very fast and successful builder in doTERRA, and she's done a really good training on brand yourself. And she really talks about the importance of this, to kind of maybe spend this time to ponder, you know, what do you have to offer people? Why are you unique compared to someone else who's sharing doTERRA? And perhaps spend some time branding yourself and getting kind of your niche market. So that's a good time to do that now. And to also ponder what you want from doTERRA, and to review your goals and your why, and make your plan. And then even make some materials that we always say not to spend time on. Now's the time that you can do that as well. Okay, so that is the end of our formal presentation. We're now going to do a little quiz, because we thought this would be a nice opportunity to